Motherfucking ultimate showgirl is on the floor.
Can you hear me? Can you hear Queen? Testing, testing. 1, 2, and 3. Let me, y'all, I don't have to do that no more. I've been doing that. It works. Okay. Well, it didn't work on my phone outside today, so maybe I should test it. I don't care. No. This is going to be very quick, brief. I'm testing some things out. I want to hear some music. Let's do music while I'm listening. The overlay. They got so many new things, y'all. So where's my style? Is it? No, oh Lord, this menu look different. Media assets. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. They do look different. I don't care what I'm saying. Alright, let's see here. I think I want to hear Georgia. So we'll turn that down a little bit. So I am testing out a new camera, you all. So bear with me, and new makeup techniques. So disclaimer, when I am doing horizontal, I'm using a very nice high-tech camera that has built-in filters, beauty features. So what I will do is do my virtuals with no filters and none of that. So you all get to know the showgirl and you get to know Miss Bryant. And tonight is the showgirl. Horizontal, it's always going to be all of me. But I'm telling you, I'm spruced up with technology on horizontal. Okay. But now on vertical, on my phone, I'm going to be raw and uncut. Okay? Alright. So y'all get to know Big Mama and y'all ain't going to be shocked. Because, I am a pretty woman. But, for, entertainment purposes, I'm testing out this flawless camera. Because, y'all, I'll be doing, my little FIFA 2026 on my front porch. So, I had to get spruced up, okay? When I go horizontal. And then, like I say, when I'm vertical, Big Mama. Okay, Big Mama be on the floor. But honey, I'm getting ready to play with this stuff. I'm like a little kid, okay? Okay. But I did apply my makeup, you all, and I get, the techniques is, what's this? May 20th now. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. May 19th, you all. So, yeah, I had Malcolm X. I had my daughter on the same day Malcolm X was born. So, let me turn the music down, you all, because you all know my voice does fluctuate. So, let's see, just, on the safe side here. I don't want to be competing with the music. Hello for the two people in the bushes. How are you? I am Queen Regina, Checkmate, and the motherfucking ultimate showgirl. I am on the floor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My podcast is just a hobby. I just chit-chat. I'll come to the stage. And depending on, how I'm led, I do have some topics I'm going to cover for FIFA 2026 in Atlanta. So that's why, upgraded some of my equipment. I already got good microphones, y'all. Well, y'all know I got good microphones. But the classy lady gonna be on the stage entertaining the different countries and guests and show them that southern hospitality. And then, I'll switch over to Big Mama doing FIFA 2026. So, I'm getting ready, y'all. I'm getting ready. Y'all know Queen gonna show out. And I'm just gonna stay positive that, the little war will be over. And no, it's not little. I'm just rambling. But, and that the games can go off without any kind of, danger to the citizens of Atlanta, Georgia. Because, I don't know why this man, just focus, Regina. You's a praying woman. Don't worry about none of that. Because it ain't in my hands. I just want our reparations for Atlanta, Georgia to go off very smoothly. And, I think we'll be okay, especially Mecca. I'm going to make sure they know this is sacred grounds, just like Saudi Arabia and the kingdom and all of that. Okay, Iran, all of this. Mecca. This is Black Mecca. Atlanta, Georgia. So, we ain't had nothing to do with what's going on. And I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I wouldn't send my child. No, I don't want sweat equity. That's what, okay, the military is sweat equity and you get benefits, for that sweat. Now, you don't get that in prison. So I must still say it's a way out. It might not be the best way out, but it's a way out. And if you tamper your motherfucking ass down and it's your only way out, you need to take that route for your loved ones. Because ain't no more jobs out here that don't require sweat equity. The jobs that are left on the outside will be hard labor. And if you want to continue on your pathway to prison, LDO, last day out, you will give up your sweat equity in prison. But the jobs, I don't care what your age is now, you should, plan like I did when I was 16. The only jobs are labor. I'm sure they're going to have the inmates or offer up some of these city jobs to get this country rebuilt. Because all the roads and bridges and dams and every motherfucking thing else need to be done. But it's going to be done with sweat equity. Okay? Sweat equity. If it's a government job, you get benefits. So, you might as well get your muscles ready and everything. Don't be old. And you can't be drinking all night and smoking all night to have these type jobs, sweat equity. Okay? We got AI. We got robots for the customer service jobs, call center jobs. Okay? Since y'all don't know how to talk on the phone or in person. We can't trust you. You're a liability. We're going to have the lovely, lovely AIs answering the calls, directing the calls based on a prompt. Okay. So we have computers to take care of all the call centers. Okay. The only jobs left is sweat equity, and it's your choice. In or out. Either way, they're going to get that sweat out your ass. And you won't have time to be on this motherfucker cussing out a retired woman. Okay? I got benefits for my sweat equity. And I'm going to enjoy them. And I'm going to enjoy life right here before you on these cameras. Sweat equity is what got me here. Okay? And if you've been sitting on this motherfucker cussing out the elderly for the last 5 years, why y'all think we was the code? You know, I know it ain't no misinformation, YouTube. This is just, I'm rambling. And I'm just, you know, I'm going to float some ideas. Okay? I just want to hear them out loud, and I want the people to hear them out loud, but it ain't to do no misinformation. This is my form of content. You know, I want to have discussions now, and I do forget y'all, so when I say YouTube, then I don't forget what the fuck I was trying to say, but I did need to get that out because I know me. I have a wild imagination. Okay, and it gets wilder as I partake of my favorite gummies, okay? So, let's go. What was I saying? Jesus. Oh. It'll come back to me, so we're not going to stay too long on trying to figure out you all to get used to me. When you get my age, I am 60. Okay, I do have a lot of little technology set up tonight on horizontal that, you know, has spruced up my, you know, showgirl style with technology. There you go. They don't came back to me. All the call center jobs, all the jobs at the bank, tellers, all of that. We have AI. We have technology. People are not even needed in jobs that you sit down all day. Okay? They're not needed. Sweat equity are the only jobs available. The military is still available. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, the military is an option. I don't know what y'all used to say. You know, I only forgot the name of that stuff when you go a different route for a trade and all that. You know, get your GED. You know, folks can't even read on kindergarten level. The nigga said 4th grade. No. It's lower than 4th grade level. It's kindergarten. And they know no math. So this is everyday people, not just nobody that made it overnight and got robbed. No, everybody being robbed. Generation, they don't read, and then critical thinking is missing. Reading, basic, and I'm talking about basic reading. Basic math. This is what we see in these, you know, are crack people. So, and I'm not saying they smoked it, but it's from the era that drug dealers gave us. Okay? I didn't give you this shit. So a drug dealer talking shit to me, I will lock your motherfucking ass up. Okay? LDO. LDO. Last day out. Last motherfucking day out. So again, all the this could be an urgent message for you. And it's hot, because God knows it's hot. And these sweat equity will not be inside. It's outside. They're going to have farmers. The inmates will probably go ahead and harvest the food now. If, you know, because y'all don't want voted for the immigrants to go back. When y'all know motherfucking well they was out there in them wine fields, all of that shit. Shit y'all don't want to do, but guess who gonna do it now? Sweat equity. I don't give a damn what your age is. You better start prepping to be outside. I know I was outside working. Yes, I was. So if you ain't never had a job outside standing on your motherfucking feet, sweat equity, you here now. 2026. We were shut in for about 2 years while they rewired the whole goddamn system to exclude troubled workers that are liabilities. Okay? And everybody rushed to the internet and brought their same old toxic, ignorant attitude to the internet. No, you're not blowing off no motherfucking steam. You gonna be LTO. Sweat equity, last day out. No, you came to terrorize and to scam. Okay? And the country is now at every job is going to be sweat equity. Outside, frigid cold, extreme heat. I worked in all of that and more. Okay? So we need to get back to catch and kill what you eat. And I'm saying that because we are divinely created. And when we were created, we was created to be outside, catching our own food, planting our own food. All this sitting around on a computer, those days are over. And we didn't see nobody pop off from this sector other than Uncle Suge TV. And it may be some others, I don't know. I'm just saying from the little crowd that be beefing with each other. You know, who else? I know some people start their little businesses and they have theirs going on, but because of now no trust, and I'm not, no, you don't get no cash out. Y'all people are scammers. We need sweat equity. And I want you to film your sweat equity, Dom D. Yours might be behind the walls. Because you ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it on the inside or the outside when it comes to sweat equity. And the people around you, the men that have been giving up sweat equity all their lives. You ain't going to make it. And nobody's going to pull your motherfucking load, nigga. You have fucked off 10 years on this internet. Now your background fucked up. You can't get no type of job other than sweat equity. And it won't be no weight training. You's a weirdo. Once these videos get out and how you, and you're not no personal trainer right now. You're a weirdo. Your videos are all over Houston. You have not prepared for your right now, let alone your tomorrow. And 10 years from now, you waiting on another death? Uh-huh. That's what you waiting on. Why else are you sitting around doing nothing? You're waiting on another death. I don't trust people like this, y'all. All these sudden death of influencers or somebody, you know, it's really strange. They'll do anything for a click and view. Okay? Why else would a man from his 30s and well into his 50s sit on the internet? And I'm sorry, he can't read and he doesn't know math. He doesn't, have interaction skills with humans that are grown. Okay? Failure to launch. Failure to launch is the same thing as black boy tragic. You will not be doing no personal training, no weight training. We're going to get some sweat equity. You fucked up the education. No, we don't care but you got a degree. You have all kind of lawsuits for stalking and harassing already. So you can't get a job. They're going to pull your motherfucking background. And it's fucked up drunk. DUIs. I don't know what made you do any of the stuff that you did. And especially with this last, is she in the hospital damn near dying? You expecting some kind of money or something? This got to be documented, and right now I'm documenting all of it, but I'll get to your black boy tragedy after I tell my story. My gift made room for me. My gift did. My sweat equity did. When I was 16, all the way till you all met me. And I still was giving sweat equity at the shoe drive. I worked. Only one that worked. At woman. And I was well in mid-50s then. Whatever y'all say, 52, 53, y'all count it back. I'm moving forward. Okay? This must be documented. And it will be. You're going to be clipped up. Okay? Dom D. A tragic. Right before our eyes. We got to see you. Crash and burn. We're going to get us some sweat equity out of you. And I heard you already doing OnlyFans. You probably banned over there because you're a widow. And if you're doing OnlyFans, you're doing that hardcore stuff. You desperate for money. Because see, you was already with that porn woman. You probably was this on film with this woman. Y'all need to go ahead and check that out. I don't believe it was just her. I believe it was both of them. There's some footage out there of it. Okay? That old, what that stuff SoFly was talking about. SoFly, it was a very good live and you was very educated. And I learned a lot from you today. I ain't never heard none of them. I ain't never heard of a swing. I don't know what this stuff is. And so at first I was going to Google it. Then I say, no, that ain't my spirit. I'm 60. I don't know what a swing is. I don't need to get 60 and know what a swing is now. No. Because y'all know my Draco is enough. I don't need nothing from no shop. Okay? But I didn't know a lot of that stuff. So it was very interesting. You was very educational. And this is what we endeavored to do 2 years ago. My discussion about oral sex and pleasing your partner, they the one made it what it is. But Queen, I kept talking. And so fly the way you were comfortable and free to be you and educate us. There's a lot of people having issues in that area. And you have to learn from your partner, but because it can be painful, there's suggestion and there's a lot of natural products. Okay? So, again, it's not just him that's a tragic. It's all of the content creators. Like I say, y'all different. Y'all not. I'm preparing for FIFA, you all. Again, when I go horizontal, I have a new camera. It's going to pretty me all the way up. Okay, Georgia Peach. And then when I go vertical, I'll be on my phone or something like that. And the only thing I do is like retouch on that, whatever. Some days I don't do none of that. So you ought to get to still, I'm the real motherfucking deal. But I am the motherfucking ultimate. The ultimate show girl. Yeah. My darlings are you flow. So I'm still looking through front porch ideas, and whether FIFA goes on or not, I'm still gonna remodel my house. I'm still gonna start doing shows from my front porch and the additional sunroom that I'm gonna put in my space. Yeah. So hey, we're gonna go on that journey together. We've been on the last 5 years of a journey. Young people, it's gonna be a lot harder for you all. I'm sure this is not Martin Luther King's idea of a dream. Sweat equity. But we're here now. There's no food pantries, none of that. That's what I signed up for. In my spare time, coach the younger people. But you know what? I think a lot of people learned a lot from a lot of us. Things went the way they were supposed to, because I didn't know people pretend to be somebody that they're not when they're home. And I remember, because I went back to watch the replay, so when I come up on panels, y'all, I don't be knowing what I'm saying. And so I go back to rewatch, so I know I remember telling Sis, when I came on vertical on my cell phone, just as I am. That's how I came to YouTube during the pandemic. And I was already in the process. No, I wasn't in the process. That's too much. But anyway, what was I saying? No, it'll come back. Just give me a moment. The pandemic, I came here. Man, I had me a good little thought too. Shit. Anyway, I don't want to hurt y'all feeling too tough. But sweat equity is on the table. I already gave mine. Okay. And yeah, I was talking to Sis, and I said, I ain't got to pretend no more at corporate America. That's the only place, I tampered the fuck down. I didn't pretend. I shut the fuck up. And nobody could actually figure me out because I remember some lady gonna tell me, you're a book that's very hard to read. Like I said, I don't been around all of y'all all my life. It's nothing new. I just, again, like I said, we're at home. Queen gonna be queen at home. I was queen at home when I was working in corporate America. I know how to tamper down. So when I say pretend, that's what I mean. Or they call it what, imposter. Whatever y'all, these new words are. No, I'm about my money. So nobody's going to mess up my money at work. I know how to be quiet and I know how to document. So if you are the aggressor, it ain't going to be two of us. It's going to be just one. I don't give a damn about being no victim. Nobody, I don't give a fuck. Because I understand law and the EEOC. You slap them if you want to. You're gonna get arrested. You arguing because you're gonna get fired. Even corporations, these ones that they got AI to replace y'all, but they still got the body. They gonna get you out of there. Because they don't need you no more. They got computers to do what you do with your calling out sick ass. Your drunk ass coming to work. Smell like weed. People don't even know how to approach you. Because you mean mugging at work and you working customer service. We gonna get some sweat equity. I don't gave mine. And it is what it motherfucking is. Now, Queen is free. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears. I ain't got to cry no more. Worrying about how I'm going to get these bills paid, these kids fed, and back to work when the car's having issues. And now gas, y'all, So this is you all's journey now. I handed my children a different journey. Not saying that they had it easy, they didn't have their issues, because I have a son and a daughter. And teenage through 30. That's what you're going to go through to deal with them on both sides. Even, like I say, that's why I became a nurse at 40. Because I'm like, this boy was in and out. My daughter was fine. She has a father and he, was financially, but still, when they started dating and all this, and she was talking back to her daddy, but he was like kind of a little hurt. But then, like I say, things changed once he died. But my kids are full grown. Queen is enjoying her life. And I had a conversation with a friend, and I didn't realize, just like I didn't realize to share the story about my grandmother with you all, that she brought her father, my great-grandfather, his house. And she assisted with other uncles and male in our family because she became a widow when she was a teenager from a military guy. We never knew who he was. And then the stories they would tell us, and like I say, she brought her dad, and my dad stayed with her dad. And then I was born in Camilla, Georgia. So it's just a beautiful story, you all, that because so much was coming at me during a viral moment and trying to help. And when we came up on panels, whatever, the first time I came up on panel was with the mom boss issue. And from that to now, I have never been able to share these life stories that are now bubbling up and coming out. And it feels so good just to share without anybody screaming and hollering, somebody with these weirdo games. It's just really, like I say, bizarre behavior, and we need some sweat equity. Yeah. So, my kids are full grown. And so what I was sharing last night is that my son is 37 and Draco is 37. And for the ones who said they were friends, the universe will repay you for that. That's not funny, and it's a lie. And again, we're going to see you in court. Especially about the facts over feelings lie. We here now. LDO. Last day out. I met Draco when he was 27. Of course, my son is 27 also. I'm in Maryland. I don't get back to Georgia to 2013. I left Georgia in 2003. I meet Draco in, I think, 2015, something like that. So I just let you all do what you do. But now we're here during a war. And when I seen that warden, read why, no, not the death penalty. And it wasn't like, they got time to save your sweat equity. We need these bodies. Because our prison population is aging. They're sickly. They can't go to the fields. They can't go on the highways and build roads and bridges. We need more sweat equity. Man, that shook me to my soul, y'all. Because I realized I had 2 YNs in my life. My son and my Draco. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And I'm here to tell you, they're 37 now, both of them. Men standing on men business. Standing on man business. Yes, YNs are very, very difficult. And YNs are just not males or boys. Girls are YNs, and these girls, shit, I can't, no. And my daughter is a Taurus. She 30 something now. She getting out of her YN state, and like I said, she lived on Cleveland Avenue at the height of YSL. I ain't never seen no heroin addicts and all of that till I went to go visit my child, and she just was not. I'm like, so we get caught up in just the girl with the folio thing to both of them young people in that trial. Like I said, no, these females are YNs and they are worse than their counterpart, in my opinion. So, and then my Amber wasn't so savage because she educated and she got a job and she got a house. She got a luxury car. So it's like me. Just like me. Very well put together. Educated, self-made. But I'll tamper your motherfucking ass down if you fuck with me and mine. And I don't give a fuck. Fucking YN, I'm a big mama. But I'm happy to say these two men, these 11 years was rough. COVID, all of that. And oh my God. I made it. I made it, Jesus. So after this relationship, it's no more relationships. And this relationship will go into transition by transition. So it's not no after, because this is to the death. We're soulmates. And plus, I got a pension. I have children and grandchildren. I'm not. So I know what I'm doing, y'all. I know what I'm doing. And the loyalty from both my son and Draco. Fair exchange equals no motherfucking robbery. No motherfucking robbery. Can you hear me? Can you hear Queen? Shit, man. The motherfucking ultimate. The ultimate show, girl. Oh, yeah. Lord. Mother. Oh, yeah. Oh. Y'all take care. I'm loving this new camera, y'all. So I'm gonna go look at me on the big on the stage on the big screen. Put me on the main. Put me on the stage. Yeah. Bye. The hell and the high. Let's do step. Let's do step.
There she was. She'd been there all the time. I'd been too busy making faces so folks would like me. I'd never seen her. There she was.
Long live the Queen. And I yield the floor. My darlings, I yield the floor. Checkmate.